Welcome back to Coast Broker Buzz with Jen and Hollie. We're continuing our talk on questions to ask when purchasing a franchise.
Yeah, Jen, this is absolutely really important because, for us being longtime franchisees, there was a lot of questions that we would have wanted to know or consider before owning a franchise. But today I wanted to talk about what kind of training and ongoing support does a franchisor provide, right? For instance, do they cover areas such as operations support, or do they have an established brand? Because that would help in my situation, it was nice not to start from scratch. That was one of the reasons why we chose Transworld because we had the training that they provided when we can go to corporate. We had a playbook where, it helped us direct us on how to set up the office, how to even hire and just operationally what that looks like in, the day to day of our job.
Yeah, I think that's really important, like your execution plan. So, is there any training on day one or right before you start the franchise? So, like at corporate headquarters. And then after that, do they come to your office or to your restaurant? Is there any operational setup? And then what does the ongoing training look like as well? Like, do they have seminars throughout the year or annual meetings? Because we just got back from a annual meeting in Nashville. And after that, like, Holly, are you pumped up like after that annual meeting? Because I know I am. I am like ready to like kill it. And it's not just because of like what you learn from the speakers that they have, but it's talking to those other franchisees that like and hearing what they do like really gets you like all like ramped up.
No, well said, Jen. Honestly, that networking is so important, especially with your fellow franchisee. They're in it with you, they know how it is. And it's so nice to share best practices with each other.
Yes. And then the other thing that is really important that you should think about when purchasing a franchise, not just the ongoing training, but do they have any mentorship programs on day one? When I purchased Transworld, they did not have any established mentorship programs. Like it's something that I wish they did have, but hey, I'm still standing. I made it because they were a great franchise and they did have other training, but I've been here for a while, so they developed one, and I'm actually a mentor now. So when someone does purchase a franchise, I you they'll be assigned to a mentor that's more experienced, and you kind of just guide them, and that's really helps them, like just to have that person that is a little bit more experienced and has been there, done that, to just phone a friend when you need them.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. I really enjoyed that aspect of it too, because I know for us, it was kind of an informal. We kind of relied on the franchisees that came before us and just to call them, like you said, it's a lifeline, right? Just to call them, said, hey, can you give me some insight on this? So that was great.
Yeah. And I wouldn't say, like, I honestly wouldn't say if they don't have a mentorship program that they're not a franchise to pick, because obviously both you and I still went forward with it and we are super happy. But you then find your own mentees, and that's what like we both did, and that's why we are like super happy where we are. A franchise is a great opportunity than sometimes a startup business, because you have that established system. You can find other mentors throughout that franchise, and it's just a great opportunity.
Yep, I couldn't agree more. And for us, we always say follow that playbook.
Yes. So stay tuned to next week of Coast to Coast Broker Buzz.